Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Thanks so much for joining me. It's lovely to have you here and to be here. So it is going to be scraps on Sunday today, so I'm using some scraps but not a lot. Now this scrap box isn't too bad. As you know, this is like just the small scraps. I've got a bigger box too, but yeah, not too bad I don't think. But what I do want to move on and use this big pack of postcards. So I've been sorting through, or I'm in the process of sorting through all my postcards, because I tend to buy them in, you know, big bundles when I buy them. And yeah, they have lots of nice cards in them, black and white ones and historical ones and things like that. But I always, you know, get a lot that are not necessarily, you know, suitable for journals or, you know, that sort of thing. Well, journals really. I wouldn't put any of these in a journal. They maybe are historic. I think this, because I've sorted them into bundles, I think these are all yeah, like holiday ones from overseas. So holiday ones but not from the UK. I mean, that's a nice black and white one, isn't it? Might keep that one actually, because I do like the black and whites. I think that's the only, we'll see as we go through anyway. I doubt very much we'll get all these done, do you? But it is my intention to do all these to make them usable. I don't particularly think anybody else would be interested in them either, you know, hence why I'm able to pick them up at a reasonable price. Yeah, some of the backs are lovely. In fact, all of the backs are lovely. So I'm going to save the backs and cover the fronts. That's what I'm going to do. I've done one here just to have a little go. And it just looks like an ordinary postcard to me. So I've covered it with a piece of book page. I brought some book pages along as well. Obviously I haven't trimmed that end yet. And I just put some scraps over the pieces, you know, that I didn't particularly want on show, because that's now a nice journaling space, isn't it? So I can't remember. I think that just described what it was. Not that. The postcard itself described where it was. I can't remember what that said. But these things like classics and 1986 and things like this area for official postal use only, you know, things like that I want to keep. So yeah, so I thought that would be tie in the scraps, hence it's a scraps on Sunday make. Now the other thing is I could collage, and I may collage one or two of them as well, especially the ones that are, you know, a bit more worn. But yeah, I like the back. And then I was actually, as I did this one only about half an hour ago, I think, before I went to make my cup of tea, which is way too hot to drink, so I've still got it, because I am using Fabri-Tac, and it is because these are, oh, there's another black and white one there. They're shiny. That one not so much, but this one really shiny. In fact, it's more like a postcard. Dearest D, thank you. Your own G. Well, wow. Yeah, I mean, lovely images, but not images that I would use in my. In fact, this one was a repeat. This is the one I've used here. Ah, it's not, is it? Because it's on its side. Oh, maybe I did it that way up. Maybe I did. Oh, I don't know. Where is it? Because you can see the back of it. I've lost it already. Oh dear. It's not that one, is it? Because I've got that at the top. But I'm sure it's the same picture. Anyway. What was I saying? I completely threw myself then. There it is. No. So I'm sure it was this picture, so it must have been in a different. Yeah, they're both car classics of of Big Sur, it says. So maybe this bit here was at the top, I don't know. Anyway, solved. Yeah, and I was, like I said, I did it half an hour ago. I'm using this because it's shiny. Obviously it takes a little while to dry. I'm also using this because I haven't got any, well, not enough art glitter to shake a stick at, shall we say. And yeah, I'm waiting for I've got some art glitter coming, but it's not coming until first, maybe the second week of August. So I've ordered some. What have I ordered? Yes, I've got some here that's not Cosmic Shimmer. Yeah, I've ordered some Cosmic Shimmer. I'm hoping that'll be here tomorrow, but for today I'm on Fabri-Tac. So yeah, they're going to take a little while to dry. So, but oh, I'll get there in the end. So I did this one and then put it down, and then I glanced up at my stamps and I thought, no, I was after a way to use some stamps up so I could, when I've covered them, because it's obvious that they're postcards, I could just put random stamps, you know, where a stamp would go. So I think I'll probably do that as well, and that'll use some stamps up as well. Gosh, that's a lot of talking. Shall we get on with something? Let's get on with something. Right, so but I've got all these, which I tore out of the book. It was a massive book quite a long time ago. They're a little bit shiny, aren't they? Not too bad, but I can see that they're catching the light. I've got both lights on because it's gone very dark. It's really hot. That's nice. Really hot, but gone very dark. So you can see why I kept the images, but got rid of the big book. Some of the ones on the back I don't want. But there's a lot of quotes on the back of them as well. It was a book about quotes, I think. Yeah. I won't get lost in those. So I've got those, and again I wanted to try one of those on there to see if it fits. So they're going to fit on, you know, quite a few of the cards quite nicely, so that will use those up as well. So we are kind of using up, you know, and they're going to be quick and easy to do, aren't they? I've got three, I think I've got 3 strips that I've kept from books. I think they'll be nice on some. I've got these from my, I haven't checked these for size actually. Oh yes, that antique book of the Lake District, which I've loved. I'd like to find another one of those books. Yeah, and I was keeping the images. I didn't know what for, but I knew I wanted them for something, so they're going to be perfect. I've got a page which I feel somebody might have sent me. I think that's come in Happy Mail. I want to say Doreen, but I might be wrong. And then I've got just 1 or 2 Edith pages, may or may not use, and a few Henry Terry pages. So, but I think what I'll do is use all these little ones up first, and then see how far I get. Now, I think you'll have had enough by the time or if I get anywhere near having used those up. So, I'm not going to pick and go through them. That go that way up? It does. That's very moody, isn't it? It's it fits all but a whisker, if you see what I mean, which is fine. I just don't want the really white showing, just because of the moodiness of the photograph. It's not a photograph, it's a book image. Oh, cheers. No, yes, were you shouting at me? I hope so. I wonder if I'll get round to doing that. So you realise what I've done, don't you? And needed to ink the shiny side. I don't know whether it'll keep it or not, but we'll try. So I hope you're all well. I hope you excuse me drinking my tea through this this video, because, oh, well, I've had some peanut butter on toast. Thought I'd treat myself. I'm easily pleased, aren't I? For breakfast, just 1 slice, and it's giving me a right thirst. Serves me right, really, doesn't it? So, you know, just talking about it now is making me want to drink. So put it on the right way. Yeah, I think I'm going to have trouble if I chat too much. Sticking these on the wrong way around. I don't suppose it matters. I've got plenty of everything, haven't I? I've got plenty of these postcards. I've got plenty of book images, and it'll give us a laugh, I guess. I don't take it too seriously when it goes wrong. No point, is there? No point. So Simba's outside playing. I've just had probably 15 minutes in the greenhouse tidying up my stuff. It's just been too hot, just way too hot to be in there. This last month or so, yeah, it's got a bit of a mess. I've been putting things in there thinking, yes, once I get in I'll do this and I'll do that and I'll do the other. And oh, it's quite nice that I'm using Fabri-Tac, because I can slide it to get it just where I want it. So yeah, I went in and tidied up a bit, and obviously he was in under my nose. What's this? What's that? He's looking for... He's just full of fun at the minute. He's just full of... He wants to play with everything and anything, and Do we think that one will go? I'm going to do a few to dry. I didn't say that, did I? I'm going to do a few, maybe 5 or 6, and let them, you know, get tacky. And then come back and do the back. Maybe we want the top half. Yeah, the top half, I think. Oh, let's tell you where these are. Firenze, which is, I don't know where. The old bridge. No, don't know where that is. Anybody know where Firenze is? Sounds a bit Italian, and he looks like an old Greek. No, what's Greek and Italian got to do? They're not the same thing at all, Denise. Yes. Ah, see, how long? How long did it take me? Because I was reading it. Oh, you're not relaxed, are you? I'm giving you heart attacks. I'll relax into it in a minute. At least I didn't stick it down. Okay. You see, this is what happens. I get lost. That's a very old one, isn't it? Or it looks it. Well, it's got a great big Canada. Will that go with that? Yes, I think it will. Great big Canada postage stamp. So I'm guessing it's Canada. It's a beautiful old yacht. Yeah, it's not that I don't like these images. I do, you know, well, not all of them, but some of them, yeah, really interesting. And I have had the pleasure of, oh, that's a lot, Denise. The pleasure of looking at them a couple of times. So I always look through when I buy them, either in a cafe with Neil, having a cuppa, or in the car on the way home. And then I always, when I sort them out, have a good look. That's why they're not all sorted out yet, because I can't just sort. I have to look at the postcards. So there's a lot of these tree ones. Again, lovely. And it is quite distressed. It's got some pink run here, but yeah, lovely image. Don't know where it is. It's got a Swiss. I think it's Switzerland. Okay, so what we're going top or bottom? Yeah, the top. The bottom is the reflection on the water. So yeah, I suppose in one way I do feel a little bit sad that I'm covering them over, but I must have had these nearly a year, I think. And I know I wouldn't use them. I would just be keeping them for the sake of it. So yeah, I've had some fun looking at them, and now, you know, we'll enjoy the back, and somebody else will enjoy the back of them. Okay, how many is that? 1, 2, 3. Of course, when they're that way up, it doesn't matter. I can still turn them sideways. I'm getting a bit bored with all those trees. Let's have some colour, you know, the brownness of them. So yeah, the bottom of that one. I suppose I could have done some of these before I came on, but you know, I didn't. I didn't think about it. Don't suppose it matters, does it? You'll get to enjoy the postcards too for 2 minutes. Maybe I should have ordered some more Fabri-Tac as well. It's starting to smell in here of a Fabri-Tac. I'll get it right down at the bottom. That's it. I mean, yeah, this, you could easily mass make this. I am kind of, aren't I? Shall I go for a couple of, let's pull that one out that's done. Just a couple of these lake ones, because I think I'd like to get some of these done with you, so you get to see. I'm thinking I might cut them down. Oh yeah, so it will depend very much what postcard they go on these. Not quite as wide as the postcards, it would seem. So let's. Oh, I think that's too much. just do a couple of these. Now, I think top and bottom, they were fine, so... I'm going to cut the top right at the top, because I think that's... yeah, the plenty that way. I'm just going to do one, I think, because they are a bit time consuming, whereas the others are just dancing on, aren't they? I didn't look where that was, and I've just thrown the piece of paper away. I mean, I know it's the Lake District. I just didn't look which lake. Oh, that's pretty. Look, it's got a lovely little shiny. This is Madrid. And although it's interesting, there'll be, you know, hundreds if not thousands of these postcards in the UK alone, never mind other countries, that people will have sent home, so I don't need to keep my few. What we're doing, that's the bottom, and that's the bottom. Whoops. Why do I have the feeling that I've stuck one on upside down already? I do a bit. Have I? Yeah, I need a little tiny weeny trim at the bottom. I don't want it to get one done. Those book pages are perfect actually, aren't they? Have I done one the wrong way? No, I haven't. It's just in my head. Shall we go at this then? Yeah, I'm probably going to get 2 out of this one, aren't I? Again, a lovely image. Jefferson territory, so I'm guessing that's USA. Oh yeah, printed in the USA. Cattle with a view graze in the... oh my, I need new glasses, let me take them off. The Shasta Valley beneath 14,162 foot Mount Shasta. That's not easy to say. And an awesome, what's that? Lenticular cloud. I mean, that's a lovely, you can see it back to the, it's even got, you know, where you're right over it. Something lovely. Yeah, lovely. All very interesting. Just not, just going to take the top off this. Not suitable for the journals, I guess. I like being able to line it up. So you are going on there, on this corner. So I said about 5. I think we've nearly done 5 now. So I'll just do, you know, this piece of paper, so it'll go on another card, and then we'll start sticking some bits on. So yeah, Simba's now inspecting the newly tidied up, well, yeah, tidied, it's only been tidied, it needs sweeping and all sorts, but slightly tidied up greenhouse that he considers his home. He loves it when you go in there to work though. You know, whoever goes in there is like, oh great, he loves company in there. It's still his favourite place, but he is can you use my ruler? He is wandering far and wide now. Neil watched him out the window. I don't think I've told you. I forget what I've told him, what I haven't. Watched him out the window, hop over, which he's done all the time he's been out. Hop over onto next door's garden, where the gentleman only comes at the weekend to mow the lawn. It's their second house. It's a bungalow actually. It's a bungalow between quite a few houses, and I think he said he's going to retire into it, doing it up. But all he seems to do is come and do the garden, and yeah, it looks like it needs doing up inside. And that's a pretty piece. It's all right. I mean, the back makes it more interesting, doesn't it? Right, yeah, I'm not going to bother with that one yet. I'm loving these, so I'll probably definitely use these up. Oh, I've just spotted those, look, on them. Right, I'm going to do a couple more. Oh, another Madrid one. They're not too big. I like this. These are out of, I can't remember, one of the Usborne books that I used to have. Oh, you're going to miss that butterfly, but where will you come on the edge? About there. So bottom right. Just have another cheers. Have a drink of yours if you've got one. Oh, it's very windy out there. There was a really big black cloud. It seems to have moved on. Perhaps the wind's moved it on. Yeah. But that's old couple out there getting in the car, and their hair's practically stood on end, and their cardigans that they're carrying they're hanging on to for grim death. Yeah, this is not my idea of a lovely postcard. It's just apartment buildings, isn't it? I suppose it is now a little historical, but at the time, yeah. Come and visit Madrid wouldn't really appeal to me. But then again, I do like the country and the coast, towns and cities. I mean, I like the architecture, but generally they're not really my thing. Did I put that in the right place? We're about to find out. I'm using my good scissors on gluey paper as well. The good scissors. Makes me laugh when I say that, but you know what I mean. Shall we just keep that? It's pretty. You can all go. Yeah, I think that'll be all right with, with some further embellishment on. Okay, so was I going to do these? Let's just try one. Did we say you were too big? No. You've got a line across you, but look at that bluebell. That would go in Bluebell Woods, wouldn't it? I like the page number on the bottom as well. Let's do that then. Let's put it on the... Ooh, put it on the left. Got a bit of glue stuck to me. Yeah, I don't know if I checked that I put that picture on the right way up for the writing on the back of the postcard. I suppose if I've made a boo-boo like that, there's another Madrid one here, I could cover both sides. Worst case scenario, it would just be a nice thick journal card or pocket back or cover for a little journal. I mean, that literally was identical size. It's just got that line across the top, but I can cover that with some lace or washi or anything when I come to use it. Oh, okay. Let's use some scraps and put some pretties on them, shall I? So some of them I cut down. Look, some of them I didn't. I'll put those two over there because they're definitely not dry yet. That one's the right way up. One is. Don't know about that, but I'll keep it. Oh, this needed the tiniest. Let's give it a go. I mean, they're distressed all on their own, look. That's got something. Even before I start on them. Up to you. Oh. Can you hear the wind? Don't know if you can. I've got the window. It's very nearly shut. It's just a tiny little crack in it. Didn't quite get you onto the top, did I? Stop whispering, Denise. Oh, I'm hot actually. I wish the window was open. Don't want that. That's not particularly pretty. Right, let's see how this ended up. This has got the airmail Part Avion stickers on it. I can never read the dates on these. My eyes are really not good enough. No, there's one here, look, written on it. 22nd of the 9th. Looks like 68. Yeah, I don't dislike that. It's a big flower, but it'd be nice with something on it. I'll keep that and see. And seeing as I've got room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's 6, and I've got 2 there that I'll be able to cut up in a minute. 8. One I've already done 9, so that's not too bad, is it? How long have I been? I've only been 25 minutes, and I've been gossiping for 5 of them at least, you know, without doing anything. Sorry about the slurp. Okay, I'm definitely going to put some stamps on before I do anything. And I really would like to use my art glitter, so we'll see what's... I mean, that's got its own stamp on it anyway. I'm not going to try and match them up, but I don't particularly want to put the UK ones on. So we've got sort of trees and brown. Netherlands. I'm not going to be overly picky. Oh. Don't dry up on the nozzle, I've not got enough of you as it is. Oh, I think there's going to be enough looking at that for stamps though. As long as I put them on fairly quickly, it'll dry up again, won't it? Blues maybe? Oh, forest, look at that, that's nice. That's not a real one. I wondered if there was faux stamps in here. Well, that is a UK one, but it's something of Guernsey, I think. Let's put it on. That's still overseas. Guernsey is overseas to us. Oh, I'm dripping glue everywhere. I'm just going in the top right corner, look, even though the... Don't glue on me, Edith Holden. Just throwing yourself about. Printed in the USA. I've got some pinks going on there. Let's go with that one. Well, what do you think I've got here? About 25, maybe even 30 postcards. So if I put a stamp on them all, that will use some of my stamps up. Blues and greens. I do quite like that. I'm going to put this one on. It is a UK one. It's a grey colour. Oops. I have got the postal stamp rubber stamp now, so I could always, ooh, dark and moody, you know, go over them with that. I'm not going to at the moment. Another Netherlands one. You have lots of dark stamps in the Netherlands. Oh, that glue is just running out every time I do that. Perhaps I don't need to do it on its side. Well, not running out, it spits. We keep getting a little spit. Is that them all? Oh, shame. Let's put some on these. 3. They still have, oh no, not that one, because I put that on it. I just spotted that and that, look. I've obviously got a lot of Netherlands stamps at the top of my drawer. Oh yeah, you are oozing out. It's probably all the air that's in it. It's just pushing the glue out. My art glitter doesn't normally do that. I probably don't ever get it quite that empty. So, yeah, I think this orange one with this green background. Yep, the glue's already out waiting. Put that back in. Ooh. It's obviously got an airlock or something. Okay, lovely, that's my stamps all on. I just want to put some little bits of scrappy papers inside. And this one, I might just put, I can just see out the corner of my eye a piece of lace. I thought I just might put a piece of lace down there and nothing else, because it's a shame to hide the original writing, isn't it? That way I've just done something to the back. I don't particularly want to put journaling space on it. Okay, you go back in there. And these might be nice in journals with, you know, an additional piece of journal space or something, either clipped to them or bradded, you know, connected to them with a brad. Oh, there's a nice piece. I ought to go through and take some of these tiddly pieces out, because tiddly is a good word. I like that. The word of the day is tiddly. I did like that piece on there. Maybe a piece of that. Yeah, I'm not going to use an awful lot up, am I? But a little bit of text. Let's just grab. There we go. Ooh. Toadstools. Right, I quite liked this one. I'm not going to look what's on the other side. Quite like that there. Now these little bits would be better with this if I can use it. So let's see. Might as well use it up, hadn't we? Monday's video is going to be, well, it'll be a very short look around my room because it's a very tiny room. So I won't need the glue for that. And then nice piece of vellum there. Hopefully my glue will be here. Don't know why I'm piling them all up. That's nice for writing on. We cover that Madrid bit up. Is the other side pretty? Because you could go like that, couldn't you? Yeah, I'm going to put it on. Oh, look. What is the matter with you? Stop. Stop wasting. Oh, goodness. That's it. I heard the air come out. So it obviously had an air block. Oh. Although what it was blocked behind, I don't know, because there's practically nothing in it. Let's hope that's fixed it. Now what am I going to do with that? Stand up, please. So these can just be kept out of interest, can't they? Or written on. Either way. Like I say, I might add a piece. I was determined not to do the fronts, just do the backs initially. I just can't help myself because it's not really, the picture's not got a border. But yeah, I want to decorate some fronts as well. Is that the first one I've done, apart from the one I did without you? No, that one. There's the one I've done without you, so that's 3. Okay. I'm going to try just use some of my scraps by just grabbing them. Some of these little ones. How am I doing for time? We're okay. I'm thinking I might do a couple of these like this. And then, so that I'm using scraps, I might what might you do today? Nice purple look. Over it. Might collage one. Was it worth waiting for? That little piece of information. Were you there ahead of me? Yeah, just over there. Yeah, we're not erupting now. I've been watching only 5 minutes this morning. I just caught my eye on my phone. A volcano erupted in Iceland. Apparently it's been doing it a while, I think. And it's going to carry on for a couple more weeks, they think, at most. It began with a K, but I can't remember what it was called. Cone? I can't remember. Anyway, talking of erupting, it reminded me. Volcano of my own in the glue. Yeah, was I in the middle of... Yeah, I was in the middle of telling you, wasn't I, about Simba going on his wanders. And I didn't know if I'd already told you. Something happened to stop me. Perhaps I stuck something on upside down. yeah, Neil's watched him go next door and down their yard, down the side of their house, and presumably out the front gate, because I went round to have a look and there was nowhere to be seen. So they've got like I'm just going to ink that one. What do they call them? Cast iron, metal gate, iron gate. Do you know what I mean? So you can get through them, the bars. So I'm presuming, and you know, sometimes he's gone a long time, and when I shout him, it takes him a long time to come home. So yeah, I kind of knew he was wandering a long way, but he's obviously out front. Don't know why I have a feeling I've already told you that. I might have done. Do I want some more on there, or has it got enough going on? I think that's got enough. And then, I don't know, talking about fitting through the bars, he jumped up onto, Neil's got like a farmhouse chair. It's not a rocker, but that kind of thing, like a farmhouse rocker, but it doesn't, it's, you know, it's 4 legs, not, what are they? What's on a rocker chair? Rails, I suppose. Not rails. Let's have some of this. I do like this. Don't want to use it all up, that's the thing. It's a bit much anyway. And I was doing something on the table, he jumped up. He's still not used to not getting up on the tops and the tables and things. I suppose because he lived in the kitchen where he came from, and he's always done it, I guess. He can't understand why I keep getting him off and telling him no. So he jumped up onto Neil's chair, through the rungs at the side. And yeah, he got his hips stuck a little bit. It was quite funny. His legs were kicking out and his front legs looked like he was swimming a little bit. I thought I was going to have to rescue him, but he did wiggle himself through. Couldn't understand why I was laughing my head off, but it was very funny. You had to be there. So you see, that one definitely needs something, doesn't it? It needs some text, perhaps. I was looking at this. Yeah, it doesn't really go. The ground was carpeted with anemones and bluebells, and here and there primroses, but it's given me an idea. To use a piece of this. They're only half sentences because it's... Did you think the sound had gone off then? Sorry. I was thinking if any of it made sense on its own, but it doesn't. But it is talking about beech trees and light and brown. No, it wants to be up there, doesn't it? I'm going to go right in the middle where they normally put that postcard and stamp on, you know, more modern postcards. I've got that stamp as well. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the set that Carol sent to me, because I remember wanting one for such a long time. You know, the post mark stamp that you stamp over your stamps. And I may end up doing that to these before I actually put them in a book. That's better. It just needed something up there. Okay. Oh, does that need anything in particular? I just liked that butterfly there, so I'm wondering, should we have a butterfly? Yeah, the back doesn't really go with the front at all, does it? Let's have a butterfly down here. Or shall we have a really big one? Yeah, on that, where it says who the photographer is. Sorry, but we don't want your name. Oh. Yeah. And then, yeah, when I decorate the front, it may well have some butterflies on it. I've started a theme because it's one of the floral book page ones that needs something. Okay, and it's very sticky, whatever you want to go in the bin. Right, come on, you're getting out of hand. Bring yourselves back in. Thank you. Don't know if there's anything here that's particularly grabbing me, interest-wise. That's a nice little bit. Oh, it's nice on both sides. Looks a bit like the stamp though, doesn't it? Yeah. Toadstools. I quite like that. I just tore it off the top of that other piece. I didn't know it said that on the back. So, I'm quite tired today. I don't know if it's the weather. I think it probably is. Oh, looks like drops of rain on the window. So I don't think I'm going to be doing very much more. Just pottering around, watch a bit of TV, I think. Probably have a nap. I'm in the mood for a nap today. I slept well last night. I didn't sleep very well the night before. It takes more than one night, doesn't it, when you've had a bad night's sleep to catch up. I want to use this piece. I didn't sleep well the night before because of the cat. I'm sure I told you. He was just awake and on one. Wanted to play, wanted me awake. But I don't know, I shut all the curtains really tight, didn't let any chink of light through. We've been sleeping with them open. I think it's too... don't know. I'm going to put it down and I'll put something over it. So yes, I shut the blinds and the curtains and the window, so I had no stimulation or, you know, sunlight or whatever. And I vaguely remember him trying to wake me up. I must have been deep asleep. Yeah, and it was 6:30. Well, Neil's alarm went off at 6:30 before he stirred himself. I'll put a little bit of text on there. Just a real little bit. Maybe I should have put it underneath. Hiccup. Another excuse for a sip of my tea. So yeah, there won't be any Sunday dinner happening for us this week. Are you having Sunday lunch? I bet you are, Violet, aren't you? Because Neil will be at work, so it isn't worth making for one. And often when he's at home we go out anyway, so not for dinner, but for, you know, the shops, the antique car boots, somewhere like that. That's nice and moody, isn't it? I like that, actually. I think that's enough on there as well. So, oops. These are ones that I think definitely need something more on them, on the front. Let's get rid of the scraps, because I'd like to put them into my stash as done. Oh, I don't know, do I want rid of the scraps? I've just found that. That's quite nice. Oh, it's on the back of that. The ground was carpeted with anemones. No, it's not going to go on any. Okay, so let's have a think. Let's have a drink and a think what we want on them. One of them I said butterflies, didn't I? Which one had the butterfly on? That one. Oops. It's not actually a bad picture. It has got some names on it, numbers on it, which looks a bit lopsided, but I don't think it is. Oh, where's my scissors? Did you spot that? And how long have I got? Oh my goodness me, barely no time at all. Okay, let's try and do. Oh, I'm not going to be collaging, am I? For collage, I can't. Right, let's leave these. Let's decorate these next time, so I'll leave them out, those 4. And let's do one, quite a biggish one at the bottom, wasn't there? Oh, yeah, you see, I love that. That is a proper vintage 1D stamp, but I don't like that. Let's do a newish one so that it will take with it. So this is 19, Sir Edwin Viceroy's House, New Delhi. I don't know what year. Oh, printed in 1981. There you go. So let's do some, what's the word? Some of this. So that will be a nice focal point, won't it? And let's just get a few colours that go nice together. Maybe. Okay, let's go with those. See what we come up with. Let's go with this across the top first. Which side do we like? That one. Yeah, it's going to have to be this because I don't think that glitter will grab on that shiny surface. Come on. Oh no, I left the lid off. Oh, black cloud's gone and the sun's come out again. It's a very funny day today. I have washed a big piece of white cotton that I'm going to be doing some printing on. Did I tell you that I'd printed on some cotton on my printer? Came out quite well. I only did one A4 page to that's wrinkly, that paper, and that's going to stick here, you know, to test it out, and it came out really well. Well, it came out well. It came out good enough. I wouldn't say it was really well, but yeah. So I had some really thin. It's like, I don't know what it is. It's like thin cotton, but it's quite stiff, as if it's starched, but it's not starched. So I've washed it, and it's still the same. But I think it'll make a nice material for printing on. Should we do a full strip there? I'm thinking a full strip there. Yeah, so that's on the line, flapping about. So I could do with it not raining until I've done here. And if it gets wet and dries again, it's fine. It is only for printing on. No one's going to wear it or sleep on it. I've had it in my stash ages, so it would be nice to use it up. So I just glued with glue stick. With my, you know, I'm not going to cut that. It's very sticky. With my not very good glue stick, I just glued. I'm not sure about that colour now. I like you. I want something behind you. We've got text already on you, haven't we? But yeah, I don't dislike that. Barely taken touch off the edge. Can't remember what I was saying now. Oh yeah, I stuck it on with my the fabric onto a A4 piece of, really thin A4 actually, that I do my practice printing on, and glued it on with the glue stick and put it in face down. So if you're having to go on your HP printer, check which way your paper goes. I put it in. I trimmed right round it so it was the exact size. The material was the exact size of the A4. Oops. And yeah, it worked really well. Do I want that? I think I want that square on the top. I like it. I said really well, Logan. Yeah, it worked fine. It folded over a tiny bit at the front, but it kind of added to the finished piece, which I've put away. It's not here on my desk. I've been tidying up, so I will show you when I get it out. See, I'm going to be doing a few more bits, but it was thicker cotton. This that I've just washed is quite it's thinner and stiffer, so I think it might print well. And I've left it completely white. The other one was a more vintage. This is a more modern white, proper white. So it'll be slightly different, won't it? Right, where's my old scissors? Let's do this. It's quite a new work back on that as well, so I think it goes better with the collaged front. Oh, I'm very gluey. So where do we want you? There, I think. I'm going to do it because it's paper on paper with this. Yeah, I'm not going to ink it. Yep. Just keeps giving this blue bottle. Just wondering if it'd be better over there. I've got a big blank piece over there, haven't I? I'm going to put it there. Last minute decision. Okay, anything else wanted on it? Do we want a piece of this? Of course we do. But where do we want it? Kind of anchoring everything, yes. Right, I'm going to drink my cup of tea. I'll probably drink it in 3 or 4 gulps now because it was red hot when I started. It will be barely warm now. So I hope you've enjoyed watching me play. I know some of you work along doing things and just listen to the chatter. I don't know how chattery, sorry, don't know how chattery I've been, but oh no, that does not want to go in there. Yeah, I'm a little bit sleepy, I don't know. Oops, maybe I'm just relaxed. Is that what it is? Oh, I've put them together now, haven't I? But I just want to have a look at what we've made. That's quite a chunky piece. Hair tickling my face. Yeah, so they, they can be, you can make them into covers of, little journals or little notebooks or just as journal cards. So these are the 3 that definitely want something on the front. Yeah, nice playing with them. I enjoyed that, and I like what I've been left with. Yeah, some of them will just want framing, I think, with bits of washi or perhaps just some bits of fabric or paper. Yeah, so there's a lot more fun to be had, I think, playing with these yet before they go in their journals, but definitely a brilliant way to use up all these postcards. So yeah, I am going to sit and I'll never get them all done, but I'm going to stick a few more on before I go and have my little nap. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely Sunday. Remember to chat to me in the comments, and I'll catch you tomorrow if you want to have a look around my room. Okay, bye for now.